Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've done a video, I apologise. I've been playing Descent, I'm still learning the rules. A few bits I keep on getting stuck on, but I think I've got most of it pretty much down now. I'll put a link to the mod in the description, so if you want to play it yourself on the simulator you can. I'll give you a quick look of our 4 character sheets. We have Leoric of the book, Averick Albright, Brisbane the Thirsty, and Jane Fairwood. We have all of the expansions loaded in, and all the lieutenant packs, all the monster packs, everything. But we'll start it off with the original 4 heroes, I think. Like I say, I'm still getting used to it, so I'll take the easy route. Okay, let's go back to the app. I'll be switching backwards and forwards manually, so there might be a few times I forget to switch. If I do, then I apologise. Here we go, new game. Rise of the Goblins. We'll go normal. And we have Averick, Brisbane, Jane, and Leoric. And Averick is a disciple, Brisbane is a berserker, Jane is a wildlander, and Leoric is a rune master. And here we go. For hero, we'll call them. Let's skip the tutorial.
Your adventure begins with a note shoved under your door, scrawled in large, unpracticed letters.
Hey, stupid heroes! Everything is terrible! The lair of all goblins has been overrun by wicked things that dumb heroes like you always fight. You must come here, beat them up, and break their things to stop the unthinkable, the end of all goblins! You obviously don't know where the lair of all goblins is, so I drew a map. Don't lose it. Your fearsome master, Splig.
The map is rough, but legible, leading to a place you clearly recognize as the Peregreth Ruins. Having nothing better to do, you gather your gear and depart.
Okay, let's gather our gear and depart. A brief investigation into Splig's message served little purpose, though the Goblin King appears to have stepped up his efforts to prevent the purported end of all goblins. At his request, goblin tribes from all corners of the realm were on the move, gathering in the foothills northwest of Tamalir. Your modestly experienced party, laden with a modest sum of gold, arrives on the outskirts of Tamalir, one of the greatest cities in Terrinoth. Players should travel to Tamalir to purchase better equipment or depart on a quest to gather more fame and fortune. Let's do our skills. What do we have? First up is Averick, and he has Blessed Strike and Armour of Faith. Then next up is Brisbane. He has Counterattack and Whirlwind. And then Jane has Eagle Eyes and Accurate. And lastly, Leoric has oops, you got Iron Wheel? Hold on a second. Yep, Iron Wheel and Exploding Rune. And let's see what these are briefly. Demon Hive. Enemy of my enemy. Okay, let's head to Tamalir. Tamalir. After the death of King Faladir, the city of Tamalir became the first and greatest of the free cities. Travellers from across the world may be seen on her streets, and coins and languages from a dozen kingdoms are traded back and forth in her many markets. Hall lies just to one side of the trail, surrounded by thick moss and surmounted by a charming waterfall. You've not seen such a pleasant place to take a rest in a long time. Have a rest, shall we? Really, we've got some morale. You enjoy a relaxing few hours. Morale increases by 1. Okay, what do we have? Bloody Dagger, Staff of Greyhaven, Thieves' Vest, Magma Blast, Jeweled Mace, and Incendiary Arrows. Okay. Right, I've got those. Let's have a look. Jeweled Mace, I think I'm going to give that to Averick. The Incendiary Arrows, obviously, to Jane. I really do like this staff, but it's two-handed, and the only person who uses two-handed is Grisbin and Leoric, but then he won't gain the benefit. It's not a rune, I'm not sure. Let me just double check. Yeah, see, perform an attack with a rune weapon that gains blast. While you have a magical rune weapon equipped. No, it doesn't do anything for the staff, does it? It's a shame because that's nice. You may convert up to 3 range to damage. No, we'll leave that for the minute. We'll get Thieves' Vest. I think I might give that to Brisbane to take his strength up to 6. Purely for tests, if he has to do any tests. And I think he has very low awareness. And obviously he's going to be tanking, so he could do the extra dice. So get that for Grisbane. See, this is also nice as well. Only thing is you become bleeding. We'll leave that. We'll leave the Staff at Greyhaven. And I think that's just free blast, that is. It wouldn't cost us fatigue to use it on Leoric. See that? Yeah. Plus an action. Oh, it's an action and fatigue to use that. So we'll get that then. We've got those 4 there. Those 2 can go back. Okay, so we'll keep those. And we're having Thieves' Vest, the Jeweled Mace, Incendiary Arrows, and lastly Magma Blast. Yeah, Magma Blast. Do we sell anything? Got 300 gold left. Yeah, let's sell his Iron Mace because that's absolutely terrible. Where's that? Iron Mace sell. What does Leoric have? He's got Arcane Bolt. It's only worth 25, so we might as well keep that for the minute. Right, okay, let's go back. And I think we'll leave. And where do we go? Do we go the Demon Hive? Some kind of horrid nest has appeared in a nearby valley. The local authorities have asked you to look into the matter and examine the threat it poses. And what's this one? Enemy of my enemy. The settlement of Evenshire has requested aid, but the mages that responded first have only taken advantage of their weakened state. Maybe we'll go there. Travel event. A bard hurries to catch up with you. She offers to accompany you to your destination, singing songs of your heroism and glory. Now, is she going to give us some morale? Yes, she is. Fantastic. Inspired by her words and endless melodies, you find yourself filled with courage. Morale increases by 1. Okay, that's not bad, is it? A few weeks ago, the small settlement of Evenshire sent out a request for aid. Goblins were harassing their fledgling defences and they needed outside assistance. Unfortunately, the mages they hired took advantage of the settlement's weakness instead of mending it. Budding community has turned into a prison camp and forward base for evil. It requires the aid of true heroes. Set aside tiles 4, 6, 7, 9, 13, 14 and 23, so they're all from the base game. Okay, we've got our tiles. Settlement rests silently upon a low hill above you. In the gloom of first light, you slink through the brush and unharvested fields, entering the small graveyard before meeting any resistance. There in the mists and shadows, silent guardians await. Continue. Okay. Place 9A, 14A and 1 entrance. Place the heroes on the entrance. Okay, our heroes are on the entrance, and continue. 2 giant mounds of bodies block your advance to either side. The majority are goblins. These must be invaders that the mages cleared out. At least you won't have to worry about that after retaking the town. Place 4 objective tokens as shown. These are piles of bodies. As an action, a hero adjacent to a pile of bodies contests strength to clear the path. Okay, they're in place, and next. Place the shade group on 9A. Right, that's them. There's quite a lot of them. 4 minions and 1 master. Continue. Place 1 search token as shown. Okay, next. Setup complete. Objective, locate the treacherous mages. Okay, let's continue. Okay, it's now the hero's turn. Right, we have... These aren't the correct miniatures, but I'm a sucker for painted ones, I'm afraid. We've got Jane at the back, Averick at the back, then we have Grisbin, and I put Leoric at the front, because as you can see, there's a few shades there. Just quickly show you, they've all got different colour bases underneath them. So you've got red, green, blue and yellow. Then I've got minion trackers, sort of hit point counters back here, to keep an eye on them, otherwise it gets too confusing. So first up, I think we're going to use Leoric, and I'm hoping that you can get a surge, and with that surge you can use blast. So we have 1 blue and 1 red attack dice. Blue and red, and they defend with black. That's not good. Okay, come on Leoric. Need a surge. Oh, look at this. This could be alright. Oh, I forgot to tell you what my target was. It will be shade on the right hand side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a surge. So they defended 1. He defended 1. So he's down to 1 hit point. That was the red minion. He's down to 1. And now 4 around him, or 3 around him rather, are going to roll individually. So this will be the master. Ooh, 2. What did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 3 damage. Then it gets rounded down. Can't have 1.5, so it has to come up. So the minion, the master, is on 2. 1, 2. Oh. Hell. Get back there. Okay, the master's on 2, and next the yellow one. Oh, yellow one has gone. Taking down to 0 hit points. And lastly, the green one. Ooh, I think that's the same. It's going to be 1 hit point, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of that is 2.5. Oh, hold on a minute. Should everyone have gone? She did half damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, defended 2, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so he's down to 1 hit point as well. And what one was that? That was the green one. The green one's down to 1. And Leoric's going to do that again, I think. This time against the master. Come on, another surge. Yes, we've got another surge. Ah, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. The master's hit for another one. Makes the master's damage up to 3. And now the red minion. Gonna roll for defense. Damn it. No, I think that's enough actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, and it gets cut in half and then rounded back up again. So that's 1 damage to the red one. So the red one has now gone. And next the green one. Two damage. That defends that, doesn't it? That gets counted in half, so 1. 1 hit point on the green. And he is also gone. And that ends Leoric's turn. Okay, well done Leoric. Let's go back to the app and end his turn. Okay, shades. After this activation, each shade can perform a move, action and retreat. Oh, each shade performs, not can. Okay, minions. There's only 1 minion left. Engage the hero within 4 spaces of this monster with the lowest health remaining. Well, they're not within 4 spaces. Engage the closest hero. Attack the adjacent hero with the least health remaining. Okay, well, what's their speed? They've got a speed of 4. The minion's going to move 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Come to there. And then there's no one that he can attack. So I'm presuming he's going to do another move. But then it says after this activation, each shade performs a move, action, and retreats. That means they're not going to do anything, I'm presuming. Gauge is moved forward. After this activation, each shade performs a move, action, and retreats. I think that's all they do. I don't unless they've got ranged. No, they haven't got ranged. For this activation, each shade performs a move, action, and retreats. I'd have thought he'd have done a double move and come to there and rested there. I told you I'm still learning the rules, didn't I? But then you can't attack. Well, let's just put him back then. 1, 2. Yeah, because he went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then retreats back again 2. Okay. The master's going to do the same. Engage the hero within 4 spaces of this monster with the most damage suffered. Well, none of them have suffered any damage yet. So is he going to do the same thing? Go forward 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, he can reach. Okay. Engage the hero within 4 space of this monster with the most health suffered. So what we'll do is we'll go for the one with the lowest hit points, which is going to be Leoric. Okay, and the shade attacks with blue and yellow. And Leoric defends with 1 grey. Come on. Oh, it's a miss anyway. Okay, fantastic. And double check, after this activation, each shade performs a move, action and retreats. Okay, so he's going to go back 4 again. He's going to go, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I think that's correct. Okay, let's reset the dice. All shades have activated, and now it's the hero's turn. I think maybe Grisbon. See, I forgot to switch back. I told you I would. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get to there. Then I'm going to spend a surge to get to here. And then he's going to use Whirlwind, I think. Whirlwind. Perform an attack with a melee weapon targeting all adjacent monsters. You make 1 attack roll. Each monster rolls its dice separately. So we spent a surge to move, the extra space, and a surge for Whirlwind. And he uses... we've got the old weapon, haven't we? He hasn't got anything yet. Blue and red. Blue and red, and they defend with 1 black, and this is against the Minion. Okay, hits him for 2, so the Minion is dead. And that is the blue Minion. Okay, goodbye Mr. Minion, and now he's going to do the same attack against the Master. It's 4. Damn it, I think that's just 1, isn't it? That cancels that out, and it's half of that. Yeah, it's just 1. How many is he on? 3, so he's got 1 hit point left. And that is then the end of Brisbane's turn. I think maybe Jane can come and finish him off. Jane's going to move 1, 2, 3. She might as well move her speed 4 to there. And Jane uses... oh, bit of lag there. Oh, actually, could have used that, couldn't we? Jane uses blue and yellow. And what do we get? We've got the range, 4 and 1. Okay. That cancels out that. She's got 1 surge. Let's see what her surge does. Yeah, 1 damage. That's all we needed. He's already on 4, so the Master has now gone as well. Go back to the app and tell them to defeat the group. Okay, and then I think that is the end of Jane's turn. And that just leaves Averick, and he's going to do a double move. He's got a speed of 4. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's going to come right up there. And that'll end his turn. Let's go back to the app. Finish his. Oh, this place 1 zombie in the indicated space on 14 A. Okay, let's find ourselves a zombie. I think you put masters down, if I remember. First one. And zombie. One card. One zombie. Get rid of those. And where is he? He is in the corner, right next to Jane. Yep. And continue. And now is the hero's turn. Okay, well, Jane doesn't like that, that's for sure. She's not happy having a zombie next to her. But Jane is gonna spin around and attack with her bow. And the zombie defends with 1 brown dice. And it's got 6 hit pointers, it's the master. Okay, so she got 2 surges. He defended 1 damage, so she got 1 damage and a surge, and the surge gives 1 damage, so that's 2 hit points. 1, 2. And I think I think she'll attack again. Come on, Jane. Okay, that's a bit better. That cancels out that one, but the surge from there gives 1. That's 2, 3. That takes him to 5 hit points. Damage. Okay. And that's the end of Jane's turn. Feeling you'd activate. Engage. Oh, let's have to read the top. After all zombies have activated, each hero tests strength or willpower. Each hero adds defense dice, defense shield to result equal number of adjacent zombies. Each hero who fails is terrified. Okay, engage as many heroes as possible in 4 spaces of this monster. So, within 4 spaces, he's going to probably come to 1, 2, so he's in between 2 of us. Use grab on a hero. Right, let's see what grab is. Grab. Choose a hero adjacent to this monster. The hero must test might. If he fails, he is immobilized. Who do we test? We're next to Grisbin. Let's test Grisbin, shall we? As he's got 6 might, including that. Get them out of the way. And come on, Grisbin, you can do this. Yep, he passed. Well done. And he's done the first one, engage, and he's used grab, so that'll be the end of his turn at the bottom. But then we have to use the text at the top. After all zombies have activated, each hero tests strength or willpower. Okay, well, as we're with Grisbin, I'm already next to him. Let's test Grisbin's strength. Yeah, Grisbin passes. So it's strength or willpower. They're both as bad as each other for Jane, so Jane needs 2 on either. It doesn't really matter. Oops, helps with a look, see what I'm doing. Oh, she done it, she passed. Fantastic. Right, next up is Averick, and he has 2 might and 4 willpower. So we'll test willpower. Oh no, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Well, he's definitely failed, and Jane has also failed because I forgot to add the part at the top. Each hero adds 1 defense result when you're adjacent. So Jane is terrified, and Grisbin passed. I think he had quite a few left. Next up, Averick failed, and Leoric has 2. I think we might have 3 here who are going to be terrified. Yeah. Grab ourselves a terrified card. I can find it. Terrified, here we go. You cannot spend surges. If there are no enemy figures in your line of sight at the end of your turn, discard this card or token. Okay, so Jane is terrified, along with Averick and Leoric. Okay. There are no minions. Right, so I think we'll keep Brisbane clear. You can go up and check these out afterwards. So I think we're going to use Leoric to attack the zombie, and he's going to use his magma blast again, which is 1 blue and 1 red. And the zombie defends with brown. Brown, blue and red. Ah, complete miss. Okay, reset. Come on, Leoric, you did well last time. That's a bit better. 1, 2, and a surge. And this time, I'm not going to use a surge for blast. We're going to use it for burn. So every time the zombie starts its turn, it will take 1 damage straight away. Let's reset those. So that is the end of Leoric's turn. And I think Grisbin is going to come up to 1, 1, move to there, 2, and then he's going to try and move these piles of bodies here. As an action, an adjacent hero can test might to clear a path through the bodies. Okay, well, he's got a might of 6 now with his thieves vest. So, let's see if he can do this. And yes, he did it. 5. Okay, this pile topples forward, allowing you to pass through. Discard this objective token and the adjacent objective token. Okay, and continue. Place 7A, 13A, 23A, and 2 doors. Okay. Right, they've been placed. Continue. To your left stands a worn hovel, its walls and doors scorched and beaten. The small cottage to your right seems far less contested. Perhaps it has gone unnoticed. The door stands slightly ajar. Setup complete. Objective: locate the treacherous mages. Continue. I think that ends Grisbin's turn. He moved to there and he performed an action to unblock that a pile of bodies. So let's end Brisbane's turn. And Averic's up here. Do I get him to search this in the top right hand corner? I think I might actually, and then that'll be the end of the hero's turn. Let's do that. Let's search it, see what it is. An orc crawled a short distance away from the pile before finally expiring. You find 8 gold, discard this token and draw a search card. Right, let's discard that then. And then we'll grab ourselves a search card. And we have a warding talisman. Flip this card over after rolling defense dice to add 2 shields to your results. Yeah, that's quite nice. So that belongs to Averic. Let's put that in his pile. Oh, yeah, okay. No, hold on a minute. I've just thought of something here. He's not burning after all because we can't spend surges, so we'll take the burning token off. And Averic still can do a move. Got a speed of 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Then I think that will end his turn. And then place 2 zombies in the indicated spaces on 14A. And it's back to a new round, and I think I'm going to stop it there because the app seems to save it in really weird places. So we've got Jane's in the spot of bother here, getting surrounded by zombies, as is Leoric as well, and our healer is running off. Seems to be keen to open that door. I think Brisbane might have to come back and maybe take out these 2 here. I think that's the best plan. So I'm going to stop it there, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, I'm still learning, but I am enjoying it very much. I'm going to upload this now, and hopefully I'll catch you all for the next round. So catch you next time. Thank you.